Welcome to the Volkswagen SUVW post-game report. Here now, Mike Tirico.
For the first time in 11 years, Philly fans leave happy with a playoff win. Philly native Matt Ryan, disappointment again. Vinny Curry and the defense shut out the Falcons in the second half. Dan Quinn, the disappointment of that final play 2 yards away. Not to be. Malcolm Jenkins and the Eagles move on 15-10, and they will host the NFC Championship game coming up a week from tomorrow against the winner of Minnesota against New Orleans. Terrific defensive effort in the second half, and Nick Foles got the job done when it mattered most. The game ball's in this game, no doubt, to Nick Foles for his performance winning the Eagle playoff game, second one he's played in. And on the defensive side, Fletcher Cox leading the charge as well with 7 tackles and sack and a couple of quarterback hits. And they speak with Michelle Tafoya.
Mike, thank you. Nick, slow start to that first half. Second half, you come out and put together some long drives. You looked settled in. What clicked?
I mean, we just kept believing in each other. That was it. I mean, our team never wavered. Defense did an amazing job. Special teams. That's just been the story of this year. Is we just all stuck together, and we believed that we could move the ball and do all those things. We saw it. We made too many mistakes in the first half that hurt us, but we limited the mistakes in the second half, and Atlanta played a great game, but it feels really good to get this victory. Yeah,
you all believed, but all week, not everybody believed that you could do this and lead this team with Carson Wentz on the bench. So how do you describe the feeling right now of knowing that you could and you did do that?
It's a really humbling feeling. It's unbelievable being here. I'm grateful to be a part of the Eagles organization, and just to come out here with these guys and compete and win this game means everything, and it all stems from us believing. Inside, the Eagles fans here tonight all believed, and they never gave up, and I know they're all pumped as we are.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, let's turn to Fletcher Cox. Talk about that last Atlanta drive. I mean, they really put together a big drive with some big plays. What was the plan there at the end as they were deep in your territory?
I mean, just stay calm. I mean, we always talk about that. And we've been in those situations, during the regular season. So we kind of know how to handle those situations, not trying to make a play, let the play come to us. I mean, we practice situations like that all the time. And, coaches keep us ready for it.
You told me earlier that being the underdog put a little bit of a chip on your shoulder. What do you think this defense proved tonight?
I mean, we proved a lot. I mean, like I said earlier when you talked to me, I mean, we, top 5 in a lot of categories, and we came out and proved it tonight. I mean, that's a really good Atlanta team that we beat, man, and, everybody's excited. I think Nick came out and did a great job, and, we got a big team win.
And you get to host next week as well. Congratulations.
Thank you. We'll be ready for next week.
Mike?
All right, Michelle, thank you. With Tony Dungy and Rodney Harrison, guys, we were all right down here as that last 4th down play played out. Your thoughts on the call?
I did not like the call, Mike, because I thought it limited Atlanta too much. You're obviously going to go to Julio Jones, but when you sprint out, you've only got one place to go. He's got to win. Julio fell down, but I thought sprinting out, Rodney, limited what they could do.
Well, I thought it was really good coverage by Jalen Mills. You saw him playing physical on a 6'4", 220-pound wide receiver. I thought he did an excellent job of competing. I didn't have a problem, by the way, Mike, with the play call either.
Let's flip it over to the Philadelphia offense. Nick Foles and that team led field goal drives in the second half, but they were effective. Foles turned around a slow start, and he really played well in the second half.
He really did. The end of the first half got him going. He threw an interception ball that wasn't intercepted,
right,
and that gave him some confidence. But I thought Philadelphia got to the things that he could do well once the game started. Started off trying to hit the deep ball, and we knew it was going to be tough throwing deep in this weather. Again, this one didn't get picked off, but then after that, they got to some quick throws that really helped him. He settled down and started playing like we know Nick Foles can play.
Yeah, we talked about not micromanaging him and allowing him to play aggressive. And even when you interviewed him, he talked about playing aggressive. I thought they did a really good job of combining the run, play action, and quick passes. I thought Nick Foles, under the circumstances, I thought he was excellent, Mike.
And Jay Ajayi was very big, getting that running game going so that they could utilize that quick passing game.
Fletcher Cox mentioned it with Michelle. #1 ranked rush defense in the league. Atlanta 9 carries, 36 yards in the second half.
Yeah, we talked about Aaron Donald dominating this offensive line, and Fletcher Cox did exactly the same thing. 7 tackles, a sack, constantly putting pressure in the interior of those guards, Coach.
And that's why I thought Philadelphia could win tonight, because this is a total team. They have a great defense. They play with a lot of energy. They can run the football. It's not dependent on the quarterback alone. They played very, very well.
But also, if you look at the Falcons, you can tell the Falcons they didn't play with the same energy, enthusiasm that they had last week. I think the travel back and forth really got on them.
15-10, Philadelphia wins. Alan Chris with a thought looking ahead after this, but first we'll take you inside the Eagles locker room where owner Jeffrey Lurie and the happy Philadelphia team celebrates this playoff victory.
I see you, Jeffrey.
Welcome back to the Volkswagen SUVW post-game report. Here now, Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth.
So Philly advances. Atlanta is done. 7 teams are still alive. 2 games coming up tomorrow. What do you think? Pittsburgh against Jacksonville. The Jaguars went in there and beat them soundly. Roethlisberger 5 interceptions earlier in the season.
I don't think Ben's throwing 5 picks again in this one, whether he has Antonio Brown in the lineup or not. But we have seen great improvement out of the Pittsburgh Steelers, especially on the defensive side of the ball this year. So that's going to be tremendous. And then so much of it just depends. Can Jacksonville get something rolling on the offensive side? So we'll see.
Vikings Saints, what do you think?
That's really the classic. You have the great offense of the New Orleans Saints and Drew Brees all those years, what he's been able to do. And, of course, the defense of the Minnesota Vikings on the other side, and a house going crazy in the hopes that they get one more game back there, the Super Bowl. Follow the quarterbacks, right? That's basically been what we've been told. And yet in this first game so far, it wasn't the veteran with all the playoff experience that got it done. It was Nick Foles.
Road to Minneapolis comes through here next Sunday, at least on the NFC side. What do you think? I mean, we're going to do that game 3 weeks from tomorrow. What do you think?
I've called 3 Super Bowls so far, and New England's been a part of every single one of them. So I tend to think that one may happen again, but who knows? They get the home field advantage. And for Philadelphia now, it just feels so different, doesn't it?
Yep.
Nick Foles got it done, and now the energy's back here.
You may have just given him the kibosh.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
No, you didn't mean to do that. Anyway, there's your final score. Great game. Philadelphia wins it by a score of 15-10. Later tonight, all new Saturday Night Live with host Sam Rockwell, musical guest Halsey. For now, Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya, our whole crew, Fred Gudelli, Drew Esicott, heading it up in the truck, saying good night from Philadelphia.
NBC Sports, home of Super Bowl 52. Thanks you for watching